What up, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy Psycho Twist. Number one, the one and only. We back with another react, but this time it's about Ice Spice. Well, I ain't gonna hold you too much longer now. I ain't gonna hold you at all. I know y'all wanna get to this action, so we're gonna see what's happening. You know what I'm talking about? We're gonna see what's going on with Ice Spice getting slapped around, man.
That little kids are singing at their birthday parties, you don't actually hear about Ice Spice, the artist, right? Big guy, big guy, big guy. I mean, because of her beauty and her assets, she was always kind of like a hybrid between an influencer and an artist. But now it seems like she can't even get those 15-second TikTok sound bites to save her life. You know it's bad when like an artist deletes their entire Instagram page. It's almost like, the start of a new era. They drop a massive single. They drop the music video at the exact same time on that Friday night at midnight that they drop the single so they can get all the numbers possible for the Billboard entry that week. And then the song goes nowhere and then boom, it's back to square one. Rinse and repeat the same formula. Instagram page gets wiped out. New single and music video. Embarrassing. Basically, it's like trying to start an old rusty
Yeah, they gotta be frustrating. I don't know. I ain't made it that far yet. But we're gonna find out though for sure. We're gonna work on it.
car. Like you're kickstarting this era, but then the hype dies down again. So then you restart it. It's kind of like Drake with the Iceman thing, right? Like he was teasing that rollout a year ago. Then he went silent, and now we're back to square one. The same thing has been happening with Ice Spice for like a year and a half at this point. And it really started when she was exposed by her old best friend as being like a demonic witch, literally.
This video isn't to bash anyone. This is for me to speak on my experience and what I went through. And I want my fans to learn from this. My fans, my followers, my supporters, my future fans, followers, supporters. You don't even have to like me. I want y'all to literally take this situation that I'm about to break down to y'all and be inspired by
Gotta
it.
get them lips
And
right.
understand that no matter what the opportunity is,
Sure you got your Carmax on deck,
nobody
my boy.
should make you feel less than or make you feel like shit because they gave you an opportunity. It does not matter. It does not give a door, an open way for somebody to try to humiliate you or try to make you feel less than.
So this is Ice Spice's
I know
ex-best
that's right.
friend, Cleo Trappa. Cleo Trappa was
I know
around,
that's
going
right.
everywhere with Ice Spice in the early days when her blowout single Munch first blew up. And when Ice Spice went on her first world tour, she invited Cleo Trappa to come out as an opening act. Cleo Trappa is also an artist. So basically what you're about to hear is Cleo Trappa's experience actually touring with Ice Spice. And remember, they were supposedly best friends at the time. Already off the rip, she's saying like this entire monologue is about to detail the mistreatment that she experienced on this tour and sends out a warning to her fans if they're, trying to be established artists or, pursue any career in life to basically have some self-worth and not take any opportunity that comes your way. Like have respect for yourself because you might get disrespected.
As a black woman, a confident one who knows exactly who she is and exactly what she wants in this world, people are so intimidated by it. And it's either you're intimidated and scared of it or you love it and you just love it. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, I was around somebody who was clearly intimidated by me and just who I am as a person. And at first it might have been something that they liked, but as you can see, I only go up and I could be seen as a threat to somebody who clearly isn't confident.
So basically, again, they're both artists, but at the time, like, Cleo Trappa is just kind of following Ice Spice around, right? So she's saying here that Ice Spice felt threatened by her and proceeded to treat her like absolute trash.
Basically, threatened by her, treating her like trash. So, in other words, you're saying Ice Spice was jealous of you and what you had. Oh, that's a scary game to play now. We don't want to play them type of games. Not cool.
Trash, like purposely
Not
invite
cool.
her on tour, but then treat her like trash. And again, you're on the road, right? So it's not just treating you like trash. Like, oh, we go out one night, we party, and maybe you ignored me.
But I'm just gonna go with it. But this is my thought though. What does this got to do with Ice Spice getting slapped around? That's an indication that her friend has something to do with it, or set it up. What? What we got going on? But let's keep watching and see where it leads to though, because I'm a little curious about that. Keep that in mind as we go through this now. All right.
Me and you left me alone at the party the whole time. No, you're on the road, right? Like you need to survive. You need like comfortable living conditions. And Cleotrapa said she was not provided like damn near the bare minimum by Ice Spice on this tour. It gets pretty crazy.
You actually have one time to show me that you are jealous, intimidated, untrustworthy, fake, disloyal, and genuine, manipulative, and calculated. And I promise you that will be the last time you ever play with me. Now I will break down how it ended. And for a lot of people that don't know, me and Ice did not grow up together. That is not.
I like that because I'm gonna get the fuck out when you show me that. I'm gonna get on. Going to get on. Like once you show me something like that, I don't want. Nah, we cool, but not cool. Don't come back because that ain't it. Again, I said it's scary now. That's a scary game to play. We don't want to play them type of games. That makes a person to do anything to you or try to do anything to you.
Not my childhood friend. I met her 2 years ago. Before she blew up, I was very supportive of her. Before she even blew up, I was somebody that genuinely liked her. I was like, this girl is so cute. I seen her video on my Explore. She didn't even drop her viral song yet. And I was so supportive of her. You guys deserve to know why we are not friends anymore because a lot of y'all loved us being together. You guys do deserve to know why we're not friends. Y'all do deserve to know who y'all are so obsessed with. Y'all love her so much. Y'all deserve to know who that girl is as an actual human being. As an actual human being. Fuck looks. Fuck looks. Fuck all of that. As a human being, at your soul. Y'all deserve to know.
So guys, the reason why I'm about to play you like this entire explanation is because this was in September of 2024, right after Ice Spice's first tour, and this was her last tour. This was the last time where Ice Spice was taken seriously as an artist, and I think a lot of what Cleotrapa exposes in this video kind of, makes it make sense as to why Ice Spice has not really been as heavily pushed or as respected throughout the industry ever since this.
So the ending of July, I get a call from Ice very early in the morning. Cleo, come on tour with me. I miss you. Come. And I'm just like, girl, I'm not about to come on tour with you and watch you perform all month. Like, I got a nigga. I got stuff that I could be doing. I could be getting money. I have opportunities in New York. I have brand deals. I have things that I need to focus on. So for me to travel all over the United States with you to watch you perform kind of crazy. She's like, no, I want you to perform. And I gagged. You want me to perform? She ain't never, ever, ever, ever brought me out on stage.
I was like, oh, wait. Okay, like, I guess this girl, in my head, this is what I'm thinking. I'm like, I guess she's really trying to make up for that fake shit that got exposed, like, a month ago.
Fast forward though, I started thinking that a lot of the things that Ice was doing was calculated. Like even the thing after her best friend exposing her, it was like, oh, like let's go to the basketball game. Come with me to this basketball game. I'm thinking like, oh, she just wanted me to come with her to a basketball game. Like maybe she's trying to make it up. I don't know why I kept thinking that she was trying to make it up for being like caught being fake. But it was just like, even a basketball game, it was like one day later, she's like dropping a song. It's like every time she's like inviting me out, because we never chilled on some like chill shit, bro. Like it was never like just some chill. It was always like in the blogs the next day and the song is dropping too. So it was like, what? This girl kind of uses me for her rollouts. So I'm just like, okay.
Basically, not to go like too deep into the backstory here, but Ice Spice was exposed by another one of her quote-unquote best friends, where she was crap talking a lot of people within the industry, like Nicki Minaj, also crap talking Cleotrapa in those exposed text messages. So Cleotrapa here is basically saying like maybe her inviting me on tour was her way of kind of making up to me for all the crap talking she did that she got exposed for. But she also felt used, like she was almost just like this pawn in Ice Spice's like PR image, because every time Ice Spice would invite her out, like she would have a rollout or like a single dropping the next day. She's saying they were industry friends, they weren't real friends basically, and that's why she felt weird that Ice Spice even invited her on tour in the first place, especially to perform as an artist. But that's where everything basically gets exposed.
Okay.
When
basically
the
felt like you was
out,
getting
I'm
played
like, oh,
anyway.
She's actually trying to like give me something now. Like, okay. She's trying to make it up. She's trying to be an actual good friend. I made a flyer announcing that I was going to be coming on tour with her. It did not even get reposted. It didn't even get a comment or like, and she was tagged in it. The bill
It didn't even have my name on it. Like, just about nobody knew I was coming on tour. It was like a special guest. Like, she didn't even like shine
What?
any sort of like her own light on me. It was like kind of like all me.
Hold
Like,
on, wait a minute,
I want
wait a
my things to come
minute.
out. Like, she didn't.
How you invite somebody on tour with you and then don't even put their name on nothing to hype them up or pump them up or get them, you know what I'm saying, recognized or noticed so people so she can get a little bit of that juice or her fans can kinda like, you know what I'm saying, come through and support her. Like, what's up with that? Just hearing that right there alone lets me know something ain't right. Something ain't right.
Didn't really try to like mesh me in with her actual fan base or try to like put her fan base onto me. Very calculated, you know? It was just giving like, oh, let's let Cleo eat, but we gonna give her crumbs. Like we gonna shine light on her, but let's dim it. You know what I'm saying? It just gave that so much. Online says the show starts at 8. It would even say 9 sometimes. And guess what time I was going on? At 7:30, 7:45. I was going on before the show starts. So that was kind of weird in itself.
Now this is where I'll give it to Ice Spice. Like, I mean, it's not Ice's responsibility to shine, a spotlight on her friend, right? She's doing a favor already by letting her come out and open on this tour, exposing her to a no audience. So, like, you got to make the best with what you could have. I remember being like 11 years old, going to my first concert ever. It was a Lil Wayne show. Yes, crazy show to go to at 11 years old. It was fire, but he had like 14 opening acts. He had Rick Ross, Carrie Hilson, the dudes who have the song "Fly Like a G6," and Lloyd, the R&B singer. Lil Wayne has a collab with Lloyd, but Lloyd was the least popular at the time out of all these opening acts in 2011, so they had him on at 7:30, like Cleotrapa, performing with the lights on to probably, like, I don't know, 400 people. The lights were on. Like, I was walking in as he was finishing his set, and I remember the lights being on and me being like, I know Lloyd, right? Like, I know his songs. Why is he, like, getting treated like a nobody, damn near? But like, this is the way the game goes. I say that to say, like, you're gonna see her trash Ice Spice in some completely valid ways, but we'll give Ice Spice credit where it's due.
I had no idea what to expect going on tour. I had no idea until I got on tour and started seeing certain things, and I'm just like, wait, why don't I have that? I didn't have a room. I was told I was going to be with her, but I didn't have a room. No room for me backstage at all. I was in her dressing room. I didn't have no writer. I was with her. And before I came on tour, I asked her what were the things that I was going to have to pay for, because this is so last minute. Like, you're only giving me one day to prepare. Like, it's July 30 something and we going on tour August 1st. Like, girl, like literally one day. So I'm just like, what do I have to pay for? Nothing. You're going to be with me. You're good. You're going to be with me. So I was like, okay, everything is handled. I'm just going to go. I'm going to make the best out of it. I'm going to make the absolute best out of it. I don't have no
They
dances
ain't
or
have time to
nothing. I'm just
prepare
going to go
nothing
out
though.
there and do what I can do.
Yeah, that should have
Prepare
been red
nothing.
flag number one, right? Never depend on someone else, especially when she's the star of the tour. She's got like a million people probably pulling her in different directions. She's got meet and greets, rehearsals, hair and makeup, photo shoots, promo for the album that she had
I
just
give you
released.
that. I
Like,
give you that.
Cleotrapa
Okay.
starts us off saying that she thought Ice Spice was a fake friend. You're going to travel the world with this girl right now. Like, you should be prepared to get screwed over if you already think that she's a fake friend. And you already anticipate that she's
I ain't
going to
gonna
be
say you
busy as
should be
hell, right?
prepared
It's
to
so
get
because it's
screwed
your
over,
tour,
but you
right? But
should be
speaking of being
prepared as
super
far as
busy, how often are you guys at your desk or in your bed or maybe even on the
y'all.
toilet and you're just mindlessly
I ain't gonna say you should be prepared to get screwed over, but I do personally feel like you should be prepared for event like that. Like as far as your stuff and how you would be set up as far as like you know what I'm saying when you do get that opportunity. But preparation for later events is very important. You know what I mean? Uh, I get where she's coming from making a bet, but you ain't have time to prepare and to put yourself in line or position to look good on the set. You know what I mean? That's crazy work.
do scrolling social media like a never-ending pit of digital despair. You might need a better way to spend your days. You might need to stop spending money, and instead, we need to start making some. And I'm about to help you do that with freecash.com. Yes, you've heard about me talk about it before. Tons of you guys told me you made some pretty good cash just by playing some games on your phone. No, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. You're not going to become a millionaire, but it's a free app that literally will pay you to play mobile games. Either scan the QR code you see on the screen or hit the link in the description. Sign up, make an account with freecash.com. It's super simple. You just need your email and a password, and then boom, you're there. You can start making money by playing mobile games. Link in the description or the QR code. Sign up, make that account, and let's start making some money.
I'll tell y'all how the tour went now. Please keep in mind that before I went on tour, I had 1 day to prepare. 1 single day. Everything was a rush, but you know, I'm looking at this like, okay, this is gonna be good for me. And again, I didn't know what to expect. This is my first tour. I wasn't allowed to bring anybody. She said if I brought anybody, I was gonna have to pay for their hotel and transportation. I'm just like, girl, I didn't even have time to prepare for this. Like, I only got 1 day. Like, you feel me? Like, you, it's damn near like me putting everything, like putting my needs to the side, like to accomplish something. I had things to pay for myself as an independent artist. So, of course, I'm thinking, like, of ways to not come too much out of pocket for a tour that doesn't even have me on the bill. Like, I'm not even on the lineup, like.
So now you guys understand, like, the situation she was going into, and you understand why and how it could end in a disaster, right? All right, let's keep it rolling.
First couple of days was cute. We went to Philly, and this is when things go left now. Yeah, we're in a hotel room. We're not sure if we're gonna, like, bring our bags to the venue, because I guess, like, we were gonna come back to the hotel. But she told me, don't leave your bags at the venue. You might need don't leave your bags at the hotel. You might need something in it. And I was like, okay, I'll bring it. Her security, who brings all her bags, she has like 10 bags, he brought my bag, brought the bags down, and now we're at the venue, and I do need something in the suitcase. Like, I had a wardrobe malfunction, like she said I probably would have.
She cursed me, okay? Because now I do have a wardrobe malfunction. So I'm like, oh, how can I get the bag? She's like, tell the security to get it for you. I go to the security. I'm like, can you get my bag out the trunk? Because I have no idea where the trunk is, where the car went. We just came into the venue like, we artists, we working, whatever. He goes, he gets the bag, brings it upstairs. I change, da-da-da-da. End of the show. I put my bag next to her 10 bags and the big black dresser. And yeah, I'm thinking everything is going to be moved like back into the truck and we could, you know, leave, go back to the hotel. I turn around and my bag is still there. My bag was still there. All her bags was gone. I'm just like, why would somebody just leave my bag? Like, I'm like, I asked the security, I'm like, can you take my bag? He said no. I was like, what the fuck? What's going on? He brought all her bags. He was like, okay. I'm like, can I pay somebody to bring my bags down? Because I didn't want to bring the bags down. Why would I want to bring the bags down? I'm just a girl. So I'm asking around, nobody's word. So I'm like,
that's crazy work.
I'm tight though. I'm tight. Like, I'm not used to this stuff. Like, what the fuck? I'm just supposed to be performing. Need I remind you, I'm not even allowed to bring somebody on tour with me. So I didn't really have anybody helping me. It was just me. But I feel like she could have simply said to the security, like, take Cleo's bag. Don't forget Cleo's bag. But I got a sense that she just wanted me to struggle. And that's kind of fucked up as like a friend. So I carry the bags. I take one duffel bag. I'm walking down. It's pouring outside. I put it in the car. The fans are screaming, Cleo, can we get a picture? Cleo, can we get a picture? As I'm struggling with a bag. And it's like very embarrassing.
So right now we're still at a point where you could argue there is some entitlement from Cleo in terms of like, you're an artist on this tour, right? You can't expect that Ice's team is going to work for you as well. That's not written out in no contract or anything. But at the same time, Ice had told her, you can't bring anyone and don't worry. You're going to be with me the whole time. I'll take care of everything for you. So it starts getting worse.
So we're in the hotel room and I had this feeling in my chest. I don't know if anybody else who's a real ass bitch gets this feeling. And it's just a feeling and I'm just like, I have to.
So Ice Spice told this girl that she was good, she was covered, like she was straight, she ain't got to worry about none of that stuff. But then again, turned around and she had to worry about that stuff. Dang. What kind of friend are we being in this case right now? You know what I mean? Sound like you're trying to make me feel small. Dang.
Say something, because if I don't say something, I'm going to start moving like I don't like her. So I want to at least say how I feel, get her take on it, instead of being angry and just letting it build up frustration in me. So she's in the shower, And I'm like about to take my makeup off so that we can like, I'm not waiting for her to get out the shower to take my makeup off, and it's just delaying us because we're trying to hurry up. So I went to the bathroom, I'm taking my makeup off, and I'm like, yo, you asked me to like take my bag. I mean, not you asked me. I'm like, yo, you told me to take my bags with me to the venue. You said that it was smart for me to take my bags and the reason why. And you even told me to tell your security to bring the bags upstairs. So why would it be a problem for him to bring the bags back to the car? And she goes, that's my security. He works for me. If he feels like he's doing more work, he's gonna want to get paid more. So I'm like, how much does he want to get paid more? Because if I'm gonna be with her this whole tour, I would pay him more. I'll pay him more to carry my bags. I don't want to be carrying my bags. I don't. Like, y'all seen all the fans seeing me carry my bags? That was crazy to me. So I'm like, all right, we got to figure this out. So, like, how much you want to get paid more? He's like, he gets paid a flat rate. I'm like, is this girl serious? She said it like she had no idea what flat rate meant. If he gets paid a flat rate, that means that he'll move a house for you. He's getting paid to work for you. He got paid to work for you. He's moving anything you tell him to move.
Okay. Yeah, a bag ain't nothing though, bro. Like, be honest, man. A bag ain't nothing to grab. Like, to grab a bag, it wouldn't hurt you. You're still going downstairs to the car, like, there's no big deal.
Then she goes back to being weird, and she's just like, he can't leave my side. Like, he can't leave me. That's why. Like, girl, what you mean he can't leave you? So now I catch her again. She's just weird. I'm just like, what you mean he can't leave you? We was up there waiting for him to bring all your bags. He left you several times to bring your bags to the car. He left you a lot of times already. She's like, oh, why would I wait for him to bring your bags to the car? I'm like, the conversation was done after that. It was done. I said, okay, I know the type of girl that I'm dealing with. She's very selfish. Why would we just wait for him to bring your bags? What you mean, why would we wait for my bags now? Like, girl, what?
And you'll see once we review Ice Spice getting in a scrap at McDonald's why this whole security argument thing where she's like the security can't leave or the bodyguard can't leave my side, that's going to play an important role when we look at this new situation as well.
I got out the bathroom. That was the end of it. I didn't bring up that situation no more. I charged it to the game. And charging something to the game is normally something you do regarding business. But I thought that this girl was my friend. So I'm like, why would I have to charge something to the game in this situation? Like, this is supposed to be my friend. But gradually I start seeing that she wasn't really my friend. And that was like the beginning of it. Now, what I didn't know, which I later learned after bringing up everything I went through to her, I learned that this situation where I said something about my bags was the reason why I got mistreated the entire tour after that. And I had no idea that she was so tight at me for saying something. Because she's the type of person who doesn't like to be, she doesn't want anything said to her. She feels too big. She feels too highly. She's on her high horse. Nobody can say nothing to her. But that's the type of person I wouldn't want as a friend. Like, I don't want a friend that I can't tell about themselves. Like, I can't tell you about yourself because you're famous. Like, that's sick. It doesn't matter how famous you are. We're still all human beings at the end of the day. And you still could get checked and you still could get told about yourself.
Hey, she got a point though, because if we supposed to be cool, why I can't tell you how I feel about something? Why we can't have a conversation about that? Why you feel like you so high and mighty that I shouldn't be able to let you know that this is how I feel about something, this is how I view something, and we had a conversation about it. Like, that's crazy. So this also makes it look like the fame gets you in your head, or the clout gets you in your head, or whatever. But yeah, let's get back to it. I ain't gonna hold you. That's crazy to me though. That people be out here doing it, thinking it's cool.
Whatever though. So we went to the next places, got back to New York. The New York show was like, I was so indecisive if I wanted to continue the tour because of the bag situation. And I'm just like, oh, because I'm not gonna have anybody. But me and my managers was working on getting somebody, like some assistant.
So she tries to get, her own team. That doesn't end up working out. And she claims that ever since this incident, Ice Spice starts acting funny with her.
Her dressing room was kind of small. I never have a dressing room. You know what was kind of weird? That she said that I was going to be with her the whole time. Like, I was going to be with her, you're going to be with me, you're good. And when I would come inside the venue, her whole tour production team, they would act like they have no idea where I'm supposed to go. Like, did she not tell you guys that I'm supposed to be in her room? They're just like, oh, we don't have a room for you, but here, they'll give me like a bathroom, the bathroom that everybody's using. They'll give me the bathroom and say, well, you can get dressed inside this bathroom right here. And I'm just like, I'm supposed to be in her room though. Like, I'm confused. I never had a room. And I was okay with that because I already came on tour knowing that I was going to be with her. But it annoyed me when they would act like they had no idea where I was supposed to be at. That was confusing to me. So the dressing room is small, and I asked her like, "Oh, can I get ready inside your room?" She's like, come and see the room." I come and see the room, and the room is large enough for us to get ready in it. Like, bro, you invited me on tour, bro. We supposed to be trying to thug it out and make it work because we're friends and we're girls. Like, hello. So we're getting our makeup done. Our chairs are like just back to back, but the room is not. It's not like there's a couch. Her wardrobe is able to fit in it, which is a big ass wardrobe. All her stuff is able to fit in it. She's good. And I'm good too. I give her space. After I'm done dressing up, I get out the room. I do not sit around in the room and shit because she don't even allow niggas to sit in the room. She just give niggas the boot like anytime she feel like it, which was kind of like weird too because like, girl, why I can't just sit in the room and chill? Like, whatever. So, that's because she was tight ever since the Philly show when I said something about the luggage. That is why everything was weird afterwards.
So this is where it starts getting crazy, you guys, all right? She's getting ready in Ice Spice's room. She's got just one little bag. She leaves it in the room. When she's done getting ready, again, she leaves the room so that Ice Spice could have her space. And then listen to what happens with her bag.
Now I put my bag, literally a tote, on the side of her couch, and she knows it's mine. Cause she knows that's my bag. Like an hour goes by, I like go downstairs, I walk past the room, I see my bag, Telfar bag, outside of her door. And I'm just like, wait, why would
Oh,
they kick this little bag
wow.
out? This little bag was on the side of the couch. Like, why would it need to be kicked out the room? What is crazy now, a few days later, and I'm not accusing anybody of nothing. It could have been anybody. You know what I'm saying? It could have been somebody that walked past the door and seen a bag in the front of Ice's door. My card was used. $700 and something was used at one of those designer retail websites like Essence or something. I was so gagged. I was just like, what? Of course, when my bank got my money back, I didn't even make it a thing. But imagine somebody that only had $700 and something in the account. Just imagine how other people could react to that. I'm just like, whatever. That's crazy. Because why would you kick my bag out? But like I said, I'm not gonna say nothing. She probably
I
gonna
ain't
argue
gonna
with me. She's
cap. That's
probably gonna
crazy
do
work.
something.
So that's crazy. That would, I'd be going
That's
off. Even
crazy
if I
work.
had more than $700, even if $700 was nothing, to me, that is enough alone to be like, all right, you guys are playing with me. Like, I'm either going home, I'm leaving this tour, or like, we're having a very serious conversation and things got to change here. But she claims that, she tried to speak out at first about the bag situation with the security initially, and Ice Spice reacted kind of negatively to that. So she's like, I'm just going to let it go, let it solve itself, stay on this tour, appreciate the opportunity, and keep my mouth shut and just stay out the way.
Now, I stayed in New York a couple of days to work on my video shoot. When I came back, everything changed. So she told me to take a bunk on her bus because Riot was coming to the back. Riot's coming, so take a bunk on the bus. I was like, okay, girl, I'm not gonna cock block. You wanna be with your man? Cool, granted. So I'm thinking when you're done, this is like a who knows? The bus ride is mad long. I'm thinking we're gonna go back to the hotel when we get to where we going. Like we're gonna be in the same hotel. So when she got out the back room on the bus, we came out together. It was her, Riot, me, and the security were walking towards the elevator. We go inside the elevator. And this is something that she could have texted me because she texted me when she said that he was coming on the bus and for me to take a bunk on the bus. She goes, in the elevator, you're not going to get your own room? I was like, what? I didn't know I was getting my own room. I was back confused. I'm like, oh, that's what I was trying to understand. And I stopped the elevator door from opening. Girl, why you can't say nothing to nobody? Like, why do you always try to give like an embarrassment kind of vibe? Like, it's not even embarrassing.
Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. All right, y'all. I'm back. My bad. Let's get back to it.
But it's like, that's the vibe that you make it seem like you try to give all the time. Like, girl, you could have texted me that. Cleo, make sure you get your own room. This is the hotel we staying at. Like, damn, why we gotta get to the hotel and you telling me you're not gonna get your own room? Like, I could have had the room booked already before we got here, boo. But on top of that, I didn't even know that I was paying for hotel rooms because they're staying at five-star hotel rooms every place. Her label's covering everything. Label, everything's covered. You know what I'm saying? I'm an independent artist. Why would I come on this tour knowing that I had one day to prepare? Now I'm gonna have to pay for five-star hotels in every city. This is not something that I signed up for. This is not something that I was prepared for. This is not something that I told my label about. They would have helped me, but you gave me one single day to prepare for a tour that you knew about months ago. That's so crazy to me. We know now that you added me to the tour simply because you.
That's what I was saying in the beginning. Like, if she had a chain, the time to get with her chain to set herself up for success, to be able to be successful on this tour with her. she gave her no time to do that. So it's like you wanted her to be in a be in this chaotic situation. That's crazy. Why would you do that? It's crazy work. And it's supposed to be your friend. I'm not finna set my friend up like that. I'm gonna at least try to let you know in advance. You know what I mean? Give you a little time. Like that's not how we supposed to do business. That's not good business at
You wanted
all.
to damage control. The situation with Baby Stormy was making you look crazy. It was her trying to clean up everything that was going on with her. And let's add Cleo to the tour so people think that I'm a good friend. So people think that I give opportunities to her and I'm nice and I'm good.
So now she's about to leave the tour, right? She finds out she has to, pay for her own room, even though Ice Spice told her she's good. She doesn't have to pay for nothing and only gave her 1 day notice in advance, right? Like she couldn't even go to her label or her team and try and plan out a budget for this in advance. She had 1 day to just basically pack her things up and go on this tour. So it's understandable that there's a big lack of preparation here. And the only mistake is like, don't depend on someone who you already think is a fake friend. But let's see how the rest of the situation plays out.
Her hairstylist end up saying like, you should stay. You got your fans coming out. You already promoted it yourself. Like your fans is coming to see you. Do it for your fans. She put that battery in my back to really like, I had to get my head back on the swivel. Like, yo, make this situation what you can make it and just ignore everything else. And at the end of this, you will address her and you will tell her how this situation made you feel. And if she doesn't care, that was never your friend. Some people don't even know how they're making you feel until you tell them. But if she doesn't care, she was never your friend. So I ended up staying with the hairstylist. She let me stay inside her hotel room. Every city that we went to, I stayed with her and she was mad nice. And it was so fun with her. Like it felt like how it was supposed to be with Ice, but she's fucking boring. This is when it starts to really feel like mistreatment and just weird stuff. So the hairstylist shows me like a menu and stuff. She's like, oh, production and whatever. They're going to order food for everybody. Pick what you want. I was like, okay, I'll get a chicken salad just like you. Like, I'll just get a chicken salad. Then she shows me like a message where somebody from production is like, Cleo is not a part of the budget. So I'm just like, how am I not a part of the budget, but y'all invited me on tour? Like, and why didn't they tell you, make sure Cleo's good? Cleo is a part of the budget. Make sure Cleo's good. The same way you told me that I was going to be good. Why is your production saying that I'm not a part of the budget for a chicken salad? Chicken salad? I'm not a part of the budget for a chicken salad? Y'all could have bought that chicken salad and literally got the money from my manager or me. But y'all wanted to show me so bad that I can't get nothing and that nobody is here for me that I couldn't even get a chicken salad. I gagged. I was like, wow, this shit is corny. I ain't saying nothing. No, remember I said I wasn't saying anything about anything. I was just going to take everything in and whatever.
So when she was promised the world, she was promised she'd be right by Ice Spice's side and basically have all the perks Ice had throughout this tour. In the end, she couldn't even get a chicken salad. You might still argue, hey, she's being very entitled. She should just hire her own team, plan her own budgets, buy her own chicken salad, right? Okay, cool. Well, that's what she tries to do.
My manager ends up getting me an assistant to come on tour with me, somebody to help. They met me in Chicago. So now the Chicago show was lit as it was so fun. I love Chicago. But yeah, she came, she helped me, whatever. And the only reason why she even came in the first place was because she was told that she was going to be able to go on Riot's bus. And then at the end of the show, she was told that Riot said you can't come on his bus. And she was just so confused because that's the reason why she came all the way to Chicago in the first place. And Riot is not even on his own bus. He's on the bus with Ice. So it was just so mind-boggling, And he probably didn't even say that. They probably just didn't even want me to have anybody. And that was the vibe that I was starting to get, that they actually do want me to struggle. They want me to struggle a little bit. They want to see if I'm gonna stay. It's like they want to put this pressure on me. And let me tell you, the devil will not win, boo. He will not win. He will not win. Sent her all the way back to New York. And I was left again with nobody. I got a little bit of help, and then I was done for. Now we're in Texas. We're in between Texas and Mexico. What do you guys think of when y'all think between Texas and Mexico? Desert, tumbleweeds, nothing for miles. No Uber Eats, no Uber to Eats, and there's nothing. We're at a Best Western or whatever one of those hotels are. We're in the middle of nowhere. That's how you know, because we're at one of those Best Western hotels. Yeah, no food. There's a McDonald's all the way down the block, 8-minute walk. Probably gonna get bit by scorpions and all sorts of other bugs while walking through the desert to McDonald's. So me and her hairstylist were in the hotel. We just sleeping and stuff. It's like 2 o'clock. We get up around like 5 or 6. I call Ice. I'm getting ready and shit. Me and her hairstylist about to make videos or whatever. I call. I'm like, oh, let's make TikToks. She's like with that soulless demon face, just you're with my hairstylist, so like, damn, my bad. It was really seeming like she didn't really want me to be friends with her hairstylist, but it's like, damn, bitch, I don't got no friends, so I'm gonna make friends with bitches that actually want to be my friend. I'm sorry. Went downstairs and I seen her in the lobby, and her and some other boy, one of Ice's friends, is just standing there, with a basketball. I'm like, oh, what y'all just did? Oh, we was playing basketball, whatever. Nobody said anything about eating. Me and the hairstylist keep talking about food. We like, oh damn, we mad hungry. Like, we mad hungry, just a McDonald's. Nobody said anything about food while me and her are talking about how hungry we are. Now we go to the tour bus, and we just sitting on the bus. We just like, yo, like, is somebody coming with us to McDonald's? Like, nobody want to walk there by themselves. We think want to meet with us. They like, oh, that's mad far. Like, nah, like, where there's a desert, it's scary. I'm like, okay. Nobody said anything about food still. Come to find out, everybody ate. Can you believe that? Everybody ate. Guess what? They all went to a steakhouse.
So now you got a situation where she couldn't get her own dressing room. Ice Spice barely let her feel welcome in hers. Because of that, she leaves her bag in there and tries to get out as quickly as possible to give Ice Spice her space. The bag ends up getting moved to outside. Her credit card ends up getting used $700, according to Cleo. And now she's starving. Can't be fit into the budget for a chicken salad or a hotel room. Tries to hire an assistant to get that extra help that Ice Spice's team won't give her. They can't even accommodate the assistant. And then when she's starving, they make her walk in the desert to a McDonald's while Ice's team allegedly goes and gets steak at a steakhouse. And the whole time she becomes friends with Ice's hairstylist, and then the hairstylist apparently starts getting excluded from all this stuff as well because I guess she's standing next to Cleo. I don't know.
Everybody went to a steakhouse and left me, the hairstylist, and the makeup artist. Everybody went to go get a bite, steak, mash, cream corn, spinach. And we didn't have anything. We didn't eat at all. We're trying to figure out how to get a McDonald's. And y'all all ate already? Nobody mentioned it. You know why nobody mentioned it? Because it was a secret. Another thing that I later realized when I reflected on everything, that this girl was really mad at me for saying something about that luggage, bro. She don't want nobody say nothing to her. Like, she tried to low-key torture me. Like, she was trying to low-key do it. Like, she wasn't trying to do it too much, but she was trying to still, like, show me, like, yeah. And I'm just like, I didn't even know that until I brought all of this up to her. And she showed me that she didn't give a girl, you. I was like, oh my God, just went on tour with somebody that hates my guts.
Now, you might be wondering, the food conditions obviously seemed horrible. Getting ready for the actual show itself seemed like it was a struggle. Carrying the bags back and forth, that was a struggle. Transportation, whatever. How was the actual, sleeping arrangements? How did that end up going? Cleo couldn't get a manager, to have room on Riot, Ice Spice's producer's bus. So how was Cleo being treated when it came to actually, having a place to sleep comfortably, right? Well, let's see what she had to say about that.
So for you guys that don't know how a tour bus looks, it looks like a slave ship. 3 bunks stacked up on top of each other very tightly on each side. And then she has her big room in the back, which I was staying at for the first couple of days until I blew things by saying something about my bag. While we were in New Orleans, there was another situation where we was on the bus from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Me and the hairstylist, well, all of us, we were told to get on the bus because at this point, Ice doesn't even communicate with me anymore, by the way. She, like, slowly, gradually stopped talking to me. And that's because I think, like, she realized that I was, like, getting cool with the people that worked for her. So now it's like she's kind of, like, treating me like a worker. It's like she wanted me to be miserable and alone, and it just didn't happen because that's not what God had planned for me, boo. So they was told to get on the bus at 9, and nobody tells me anything, so I'm just doing what they said, I don't get no text messages. Like I said, she doesn't tell me nothing. So I get on the bus at 9 a.m. because that's what her manager told them. Her manager doesn't even text me. Think about it. We're on a slave ship, right? From 9 to 2 p.m. in the same place, thinking that we're moving and that by the time we wake up, we won't even be there anymore. So to find out we're in the same place, it's so crazy. My legs are cramping now. Niggas is treating us like fucking luggage for real. Like, yeah, let's just throw the luggage on the bus. Can you tell us that you're not leaving right now? When somebody asks, like, why didn't we leave yet? Because Ice didn't feel like leaving yet. And I'm just like, bro, this is so crazy. I texted her, I was like, hey, are you okay? She's like, yeah, I'm on the way. You could have been told niggas not to get on the bus because you're not leaving yet. Y'all go and do something. Y'all walk around or look around and to travel around, whatever, because we're not leaving yet. But instead, you let us sit up in that tour bus for that long, girl, and you didn't even give a when I told you about any of this. And that shit is what really hurts the most, how much she didn't give.
So eventually, as enough is enough, Cleo tries to explain to Ice Spice, how she felt disrespected in all these different ways on the tour. And let's hear what Ice Spice had to say.
When I was explaining everything that I went through, it was a long ass paragraph, and like I was talking to my nigga, like I was breaking everything down because I want you to know exactly how I feel and how it made me feel, and I also want you to put yourself in my shoes and ask yourself if you would even go through that. You know what I'm saying? Because people fail to realize that she skipped a very important part in her career, which was the grind. She barely had to do that. She barely had to do that, and that's okay. Some people are lucky. Some people are lucky, and we're gonna call it luck. We're not gonna call it her being blessed because I don't think the Lord will bless somebody.
I think I like to see that text message.
It doesn't belong to the person above. She is very dark and very soulless. And I've never been around this girl for more than 10 hours. Her energy, I got to witness this very firsthand. I was around her every day, 24/7. She was dark. She just, oh my God, like, it's even scary to talk about. Like, that girl, she needs to be saved. Like, I don't know if she was always like that, if it's Hollywood, but Nikki was very, very correct when she said, ain't no friends in the game. But me thinking like, oh, like, I was cool with Ice, like, before all of this, da-da-da-da. I didn't think like she was gonna be a weirdo over time. Like, that shit was crazy. So when I told her about everything, she literally never know. Like, when I say everything, I told her everything. I'm gonna put it in a screenshot.
You
Honestly, it
never
felt like it could have
know.
been a miscommunication here. She winds up telling me that she told her manager, basically after the Philly situation, she told her manager to tell my manager that I'm gonna need to get my own room. What I was confused on is that I told you how I felt in Philly, but you couldn't tell me how you felt in Philly,
Oh,
and
that's a text message
that's why
behind
we
her.
weren't really friends. That's how I realized that we weren't really friends because you can't even speak up to me, but had the audacity to say that I didn't say any of those stuff to you because I'm scared of you. Why would I be scared of you? I didn't want to punch you. I didn't want to say all those stuff above and then you completely ignore it. Because that's what you did when I mentioned the stuff that happened in Philly. You ignored.
Ooh. Nah, Ice Spice said she ain't say nothing to her because she's scared of her. Oh. Then I said I wanted to see the messages. Them just right behind her. Stop playing with it, boy. Let's go. She is on. She is on that. She on that T. She's on that T.
it. Like you did not care. So with that being said, if I was to explain everything like how I explained it, you would literally not care at all.
I'm sharing my stage with you and you feeling so entitled, like you thinking that my peoples that work for me is supposed to work for you too. Like that's so crazy to me. Like how I'm in the shower, you gon' barge in while I'm butt ass naked trying to press me about some bags that you gotta carry some bags. All I could do is sigh about it because it's just like crash outs and they going on rants, bro. But the whole thing that's blowing me right now is like talking about some dark energy, trying to compare a tour bus to a slave ship. Like, what are you talking about right now? What? You really gonna be friends with somebody for 2 years, but the whole time you feel like they soulless and dark? Like, you sound dumb as. If anything, we both need saving. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
We both need saving. That was kind of Ice Spice's reaction or response here, right? Like, how are you going to say I need saving and I got this dark energy when we both need saving? I don't know. Not my place to judge. But that was a very weird situation. That was September 2024. And ask yourself, ever since then, Ice Spice got off tour around then. Has she been in the public eye heavily like that? Have you seen any smash hits from her since that period of time? Not really. But anyways, so now let's get into what just went down today. Because Cleo is reacting to this and she's laughing about it. She tweeted out right as it happened, "Run for cover." And someone replied, "You're so weird, girl." And she said, "What? I know y'all not mad at me because the security was busy carrying bags, please. He gets paid a flat fee, silly." Of course, she's talking like we reviewed way back in this video, how the security wouldn't carry Cleo's bags, and when she called Ice Spice out for it, Ice was making all these excuses like, the security goes with me everywhere and he gets paid a flat fee. Well, if he gets paid a flat fee, then obviously, he has the time then, and it wouldn't cost extra to carry, an extra bag, but whatever, that's besides the point. Basically, Ice was trying to tell her, like, hey, this security is by my side at all times, so he can't really be working for you simultaneously. The irony is that in this McDonald's, Ice Spice had no security, and that was kind of the problem here. But Cleo emphasizes when a fan says, like, Cleo would have been, like, tearing up the spot with her, like, fighting there with her. Cleo agrees, like, yeah, if she had me around, I was a real friend. I would have been swinging people out for her. But now let's get into what actually just went down, because Ice Spice's team is actually pressing charges. The person who swung on her at McDonald's, but how are you Ice Spice? And he gets swung on at McDonald's, right? With no security there. It makes no sense. Poetic Flocker, he broke it down. He made the bold claim that this is actually LA gang members who had attacked Ice Spice. The girl claimed she was just a fan trying to compliment Ice Spice. We'll review her side of the story, but Flacco is claiming that this was actually an attack by a gang.
These disgusting...
So it looked like she got a slick ass mouth and an attitude. Everybody ain't gonna put up with that. You in California, they don't get down like that. You gotta back up what you talk about. You know what I'm talking
Humane
about?
animals, aka LA gang members, cornered Ice Spice, jumped her, violated her as a human being for no reason other than pure jealousy. These absolute degenerate malefactors who spawned from Satan, seeing Ice Spice enjoying McDonald's in peace with her friend. And that peace that Ice Spice was enjoying really disturbed their spirits. Because anybody having peace in LA, oh, that's a crime. They gotta disturb it. Because the fibers of their being can't stand anybody being at peace. Because their spirits are never at peace. These people are evil. Look at this. Look at how the devil arrives when you are having a blessed and highly favored day. Run in to disturb your peace.
Gas? You ready? Girl. What? Ready for what? Take gas. You take gas? That's what you do, you take gas? Yeah. So go take gas. So you from Cali? So go take gas. So you from Cali? Are you from Cali? Are you from Cali? Where are you from?
The reason why she's asking Ice Spice where you from, and if you've been in LA, you've been approached by some dusties. So the reason why these wild animals would approach you and ask you, where you from, cuz? Where you from, blood? Is because these people believe that if you're not a part of a gang, that if you decided to make good decisions with your life and not join a gang, then you should not be entitled to bodily autonomy, right? That you should not be able to control how you walk, how you talk, how you move around because you're not a gang member. They believe that once you acknowledge and alert, hey, I'm not a gang member, that they now own you. You are now their property and they can do whatever they want to do to you, which is why the minute Ice Spice says, where you from to the girl, while also not acknowledging where she's from in terms of Ice Spice, the girl attacks her. Because the girl realized, oh, she's a civilian. I own her. You know, she's my property. This is how they think.
Where did
Now, so Flacco's saying basically like this is a gang member who's trying to have Ice Spice basically check
where
in, right?
did
Like,
where did this girl come from? Like she came out around the corner like a bat out of hell. But I do get where Ice Spice coming from. She asking her question just like she asking her question. But where she come from and what's her whole demeanor behind her even coming around the corner like that and questioning them like that? What's up with that? Crazy work. What
like she realizes Ice Spice is a civilian. She's asking where she's from. She's not from LA. All right, so now it leads to violence. But the actual person who swung at Ice Spice, which we'll look at shortly, she gives her side of the story, and she claims that at first they went into McDonald's just to use the bathroom. Her friend saw Ice Spice, so the friend goes up to Ice and tries to give her a compliment, I guess, ask for a picture, whatever. Ice is rude to her, so then she's like, you know what, you're in my city. Where are you even from? Where you think you can walk around here and disrespect your fans, disrespect the people who are giving you compliments.
I was with my friends and everything. We came from the beach earlier that night and we decided to go walk around Hollywood or whatever. But before we did that, we decided to stop by McDonald's because we all had to use the bathroom. So then one of my friends, she comes out and she was like, oh, I think that's Ice Spice over there. And I'm like, oh, for real? So I go up to them and I'm giving her and the other girl she was with compliment. And then immediately Ice Spice was just being rude. She was like, why are you over here? You could leave. Bye. And I'm like, why are you being rude pretty much? And she was basically saying like, you could just leave. Bye. Like, I don't even know why you're at my table. Then that's when I proceed to ask her, like, you don't got to be rude. I'm just giving you guys a compliment. I'm like, you know what? Where are you from? She said, I'm from New York. So I said, let me tell you something. I don't care where you from. You in LA, you in my city now. You can't be out here disrespecting people. Like, if you wanted us to leave, you could have just politely said, oh, I'm not in the mood or something, right? Instead of just yelling at me.
So all we know for certain is that, they get into a shouting match about where each other's from, right? You see her screaming. I thought I heard she's saying she's from Tehran. I'm not sure, the other girl, but I think she's from LA. And then Ice is screaming she's from New York. I don't know. Then it erupts into this entire fight. Look at it. I might have to censor a little bit YouTube policies and all that crap, but take a look.
No, I'm from Chirac. Where are you from? Oh, you're from Chirac? Yeah. So where you from? So where you from? I'm from McDonald's. I'm from Wade.
I thought that was her friend on with her while she walked off to go pick up the stuff or whatever she did. Yeah, that's a white girl. She ain't gonna squabble.
Now, what's crazy is this is Ice Spice we're talking about, right? This is the princess of hip hop, right? She's too delicate to be climbing over McDonald's tables like this, right? Swinging by herself, unprotected, in the middle of a McDonald's late at night. Like, what business does she have doing this? This is so unexpected for an Ice Spice, right? Like I told you guys earlier in this video, she's always kind of blurred the line between artist and this, like, pretty, delicate, like, beautiful influencer, right? She's never presented herself as, like, this tough girl. So to see her on some straight world star hip hop vibes, like climbing tables at McDonald's, this is crazy to see.
This was an assassination attempt on Ice Spice. I'm being real with you right now. This was not no random drunk girl. No, because when they go outside, wait, was that really Ice Spice? That was a targeted hit. They knew that was Ice Spice, and the girl went over to attack Ice Spice. That was a sent hit. At what point do New York say enough is enough? They took Biggie from y'all. They took Pop Smoke from y'all. When he was the hottest rapper, ain't nothing happened. We can even say, hey, man, PNB Rock's from Philly. He's still the East Coast. Philly, New York's like an hour away. They took PNB Rock. Nothing happened. Now they try to take out Ice Spice, man.
I don't know. To me, this doesn't look like, some sort of planned attack
You know
because
what?
there was no weapons involved, right? This was just like a little interaction that escalated, and then they start swinging at each other.
You know what? That is a good analysis that Flacco just broke down. Could it still be the fact that a little bit of this East Coast West Coast stuff still going on? It's on a smaller scale now. I did break something down though. I just want to point that out, but that's something like to keep a bird's eye view on. You know what I'm talking about? That's crazy. Or there's certain ones in certain cities and states
If it was
that
really a planned attack, like you wanted to rob Ice
LA
Spice or
hitting it.
cause real harm to her, and like you would plan this in advance. And I'm saying if you were stupid enough to do that, there would probably be a weapon involved, right? There'd be some sort of gun involved. That's what happened to P&B Rock, right? Like people knew he was at a Waffle House and they actually went and shot him, sadly, tragically. And that was in an attempt to try and rob him. The same thing happened with XXX, right? He wouldn't give up his backpack that had 50 grand in it or something, so they ended up shooting him. And I mean, to put this just on LA isn't fair because just like I named you, like this happened to XXX in Miami, right? This can happen anywhere. You shouldn't be a celebrity walking around with no security. It's kind of crazy, especially Ice Spice. This isn't like some, big 6'2" guy who can defend himself. This is Ice Spice. And I understand they're in Hollywood, but you're at a McDonald's late at night. Like you got to expect something to happen.
I don't believe this was a chance occurrence that that she came over to a random table with people that she didn't know. And
Nah, that don't sound like that.
And they did this on purpose.
Yo, what the f***? What the? That really was Ice Spice. God, tweaking. That's really Ice Spice. What the f***? You end that. Alright. What the f*** happened? Why is that? Oh no, she's drunk, but just relax. Why would I relax if she touches she's drunk? Where is she? Where is she? No, why would I let it go? Yo, we can go. Why would I let it go? What the f***? Chavez is Ice Spice. We're going viral. Where is she? Next week, I'm saying you can expect a Wait, calm down. Mama. Let me fight her. Wait. Calm down. On your mama.
Are you lame as
Let me fight a Why would you want to fight me? Are you a bitch?
my nigga, you lame as hell for trying to fight a female. Get your lame ass on somewhere, man. You corny as hell, bro. Go sit your ass down somewhere. Trying to fight a female. For what? For what, my nigga? Sit your lame ass down somewhere.
You want to
That's
fight a
lame, bro.
That's crazy for it to be a guy that like tries to jump into this thing and swing on Ice Spice. That's why I don't think this was some sort of calculated or planned attack on her, right? Because it would go a little differently than, to have a girl start swinging at Ice Spice and then to bring it outside and then a guy starts trying to fight her. It just, none of that makes sense, right? If you were trying to rob her or make a statement or anything, I don't think it would be executed in this way.
Why would you fight me, bitch? You 120 pounds. Let's get at it then. Let's get at it then. Calm down. Calm down. Wait. Yeah.
I guess she's trying to stand up for herself too. But you ain't got no security and you famous, little baby. You got to get up out of there. You can't be standing around arguing and trying to go back with nobody that's regular. You got to get up out of there. You understand me? No. Ice Spice, no. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Y'all think because I'm famous? Oh, what happened? You from what? That's a you. That's a P. Where you from? What happened? I don't know. What the you mean what happened? I wasn't there. You wasn't there? Where's she at? Where's she at? And why the you want to record? It's funny. No.
rewind if you missed it. He just hit Ice Spice in the face and she stumbled to the side.
You didn't have nothing to do with it, bro. What you getting in it for?
Hey, don't jump her.
What you want some from, my
Hey,
nigga?
don't push him though. Don't push him though. Don't push him because he can't hit you the back. Don't push him. Calm down. All right, but calm down.
So that's crazy, and Ice Spice definitely held her own. But what I don't understand is why would Ice Spice not just walk away from this situation? Why does Ice Spice not have like a driver on standby ready to pick her up? You know, if she's going to McDonald's, eat quickly and get the hell out of there, right? Why do you not have security next to you in case something like this could go down? Why are you so eager to continue fighting this random person, right? I mean, does she not have the funds to at least have like a driver on standby who can also maybe act as security and like bring her from point A to point Z? Something does not make sense here. But similar to Cleo telling that whole story earlier about how she got mistreated on the tour bus, this person who got into a fight with Ice Spice, the one who swung first, she's kind of making a similar case, saying like she tried to approach her as a fan, as like, you know, just on a compliment vibe, and Ice Spice was just incredibly rude to her. Basically just told her to F off, and that's where things kind of escalated.
So she kept going on, then she calls me a bitch. So after she calls me a bitch, I hit her. So I hit her, and then so I got escorted out to McDonald's. And then so after they escorted me, I'm like by my car, and I hear Ice Spice in the middle of the street talking about some, where is that bitch at? I want to fight her with you, woo woo. So I come back down the street,
Oh,
and
you
then
went out there
that's when me
for
and
the
her fought
smoke.
again. And then she just kept talking a whole lot of mess. That's just like
That's
the
why
brief
she
of the
did
story,
say, let me
honestly.
fight her.
And then as I'm outside the McDonald's as well, she picks up one of my homie's phone. She picks it up and she throws his phone and broke his screen. So it was just like basically she was being disrespectful and rude, which is why we fought. You know, as a fan, I'm not expecting you to be rude or nothing like that. I'm thinking you're gonna, you know, oh, like thank you for supporting.
Okay, so that's why the dude wanted to beat up on her. I guess he the one that got her phone broke. I ain't
Me this and that, but she had a different attitude towards me, you know.
I don't know. Something just feels off to me about this whole situation, man. Ice Spice is
there.
too successful, too accomplished, too beautiful to be in these types of situations, man. And that's not just like a woman thing, right? Like, I wouldn't just say that because, oh, she's a woman and she's a beautiful woman, so she shouldn't be in a fight. No, I would say Tom Cruise should not be, you know, getting smacked out at McDonald's. It doesn't matter, male, female, or even, you know, beauty aside. I don't know why I brought up beauty. Like, it doesn't even matter. Beautiful, hideous, whatever. If you're of that stature, right, you have this many accomplishments, this much of a team, and this much to lose. Why are you jumping through tables at McDonald's at seemingly 3 a.m, fighting people in the middle of the street? And it doesn't make sense to me. But, you know, ICE's team is basically trying to say that this was an unprovoked attack, which we saw by the video. Yeah, like that random girl definitely like gave her a sucker punch or like a swung first for sure when Ice wasn't expecting it. But Ice was kind of engaging at first and then definitely engaged after. Like, she was ready to squabble up. I don't really understand why she wouldn't have walked away. But this is what Ice's attorney had to say about the situation afterwards. The unprovoked attack on my client has been reported to the LAPD and will be pursuing any and all avenues to hold the perpetrators responsible for their actions, including criminally and civilly. We are also exploring holding the location responsible for their lack of appropriate security. Crazy situation. Hopefully Ice Spice is good, and, you know, hopefully she can kind of make amends with all the fallout she's had throughout the industry with her, you know, real friends, fake friends, whatever it is, and get in the headspace where she can be, you know, releasing music, because that's what we need. All right, I think back to back I've done 3 videos music related that are not just about the actual music. I miss talking about the actual music, guys. Where's the music? No, we probably won't be talking about Ice Spice's music on the channel, but just in general, like, my next video has got to be related to some sort of new album or something related.
Yeah, man, that's crazy work. And how Ice Spice got slapped around in the whole ordeal with her friend and how she invited her on tour and basically humiliated the girl, but then turned around and got humiliated herself too. So yeah, we're gonna keep a bird's eye view on that. See what updates we got. Until next time, y'all like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let your boy know how you feel about it. Y'all be good, and I'm out.